Steps kind of started in about 1992, so a group of us got together and it was around doing role plays at Guy's and St Thomas's Medical School, and we used to meet the actors on the steps of the medical school, which is why we're called Steps.
I think for me the real benefit of using drama is that it has an immediacy and an authenticity that other training methods can't quite capture. It's got a voice of its own that very much comes from, in Steps' case certainly, from very careful research and development.
Drama engages both hearts and minds instantly. We all remember, you know, a really fabulous performance, a really great film. It stays with us.
This is a really challenging project, but don't worry, because Raj and I can bring you up to speed with it.
Yeah, that's great. You know, obviously I already read the brief that you had sent over.
Certainly, you know, as one of the very, very few women in senior leadership, that it's a very difficult place.
Have found that by putting on a challenging scene where there are behaviours that can be obviously challenged, and then hot seating the characters, gets the delegates more engaged in a quicker way than it might by starting off with an interactive scenario.
And so you are actually wanting to keep somebody and you can advise and improve.
Yes. I think we've seen some excellent examples of good or bad behaviour.
It was really helpful just being able to stand back and watch a story unfold, because often you're dealing with theories or you're dealing with examples that other people describe, but to see something play out in front of me, I was able to think, oh, I know what's going on there and I know what's going on there, whereas if maybe I was sitting in the office I may not have caught that. So I think that made a difference, seeing it in the form of drama.
An interactive scenario is when a group of actors will bring to life a piece of drama.
You can be totally open and honest in this meeting.
Since when has it been practiced to put stupid little post-it notes in the diary?
I'm interested in what else we can, because we absolutely want to keep you here, absolutely, you know.
Well, fantastic. You know, this career conversation thing, do you want to go first or shall I start?
What will then happen is that within that drama they'll be presented with a challenge or a difficult conversation or some kind of barrier to a successful outcome. One of the actors will come out to the audience and say to them, I'm not sure how to move this forward, I'm not having success, help me.
So I just want to check my understanding of what I heard.
So it's being shared in the room, so everybody's hearing what other people would do in a tricky situation.
I think role play or one-to-one skills practice is a really powerful tool.
My day job is I'm managing director of a fairly large company.
Just to go back a bit, I think...
and we use it in two different ways. We or use it as a standalone. That might be a program that's just one-to-one role play. The first half of the day might be interactive scenarios, scripted scenes, group discussions, and then you get an opportunity in the afternoon to try everything that you've learned in the morning, and I think that's when it really works.
Amongst other members of the crew to get the boat actually into the water when it's needed.
We have a fantastic resource at Steps, a fantastic pool of associates. And they're not only actors, they're also very skilled at facilitation.
Turn to the person next to you, either in twos or threes, self-managed. Just discuss what you just seen and heard for the last 2 minutes. Think about the behaviours, think about all the characters.
I think at Steps everyone is really passionate about what we do, and I think that shows in everything. I think it's also the passion of trying to go beyond what we've done for a previous client, even if it's the same sector, might be a very similar subject. But actually there's always a real passion of trying to be different and trying to be innovative in what we come up with.
The subjects that we cover are really broad ranging, so we can really do anything that has a link to behaviour.
I think one of the things that Steps is able to do quite effectively is to raise the conversation in a way which is non-threatening, but also in a way which raises the conversation so that organisational leaders and managers can participate in the conversation.
We have always had a reputation. People come to us and say, what you did was so memorable because it's exactly what we are struggling with, or what we see around us, or all the things that we want to talk about that are suddenly put in front of us like a mirror.
All our work is bespoke, and it's bespoke for a really good reason, because we use drama, we're talking about people, and people are different.
We will speak to a cross-section of people within an organisation at all levels and find out truly what are the things that make them tick, what is the culture in that organisation.
We need to speak to the employees to make sure that those two things tie up. So that when we deliver a session, and particularly in interactive drama, what we then present to the delegates really resonates with them, and that those delegates actually care about what they're looking at and care about changing it.
We want to be able to offer clients the delivery of training anywhere that they want it on the globe.
Actually, we were expecting someone a bit... Sita, how nice to meet you. I'm Steve Jacobs. It's really great to have you on board.
Thank you.
I truly believe that people from down south are slow.
We were able to deliver in the local language, whether that's European or a world language. We have a fantastic resource of actor facilitators in the UK who speak international languages, but also we like to train the actors in the locations that we're delivering in, because that again adds to the authenticity of the programme.
We believe that it's inside the business that you can drive the change, and what we do is about bringing things to life, getting people to discuss them and actually starting to have quite deep conversations about, well, now that we know what the issues are, what can we start doing differently? And then we support organizations in making that change.
I personally love the moment where we got a job and we're faced with the challenge of how can we best deliver that training.